I'm Stephanie, and welcome to my channel. This is the playlist where I unbox my many book subscription service boxes, and today I am unboxing the November Lit Love book box. So I do their Indulge book box. Now before we get into it though, I do have to give a huge shout out to Lucy Jane's. This is not sponsored, but look at my little I'm a hoot sweater. Is that not adorable? That's adorable. Okay, let's get into the unboxing and see what was included in the Lit Love November book box. I'm like 99% sure I did an add-on, but I guess we'll find out. All right, first up, just look how nice they package everything. So cute. Ooh, she a packed girl. Okay. So first up, I'm gonna guess this is kitchen accessories. Hold on. I got some oven mitts that are very festive and fall. Oh my god, this makes my hands look freakishly large. But very cozy. Have to give that a try. Make sure that they work really well. But I like that. Nice little set. And again, nice fall festive colors. Next up, I am seeing what is probably one of our treat items. So dark chocolate and sea salt kettle corn. Ooh, Klondike kettle corn. That sounds pretty good. This is definitely gonna stay up in my office. Like, I love popcorn, and especially dark chocolate and sea salt. That is a treat just for me. Next up, got it in a nice bag so we don't have a Ross Geller major shampoo explosion. Ooh, okay, tropical mango passion fruit. So bath and shower gel. So pretty. Kind of reminds me of, like, there's that like sparkle mix that you can now put in like mimosas or juices. And that's exactly what that looks like. Very tropical. I don't know if I want to save this for like spring and summer or bring a little bit of the tropics to my baths this fall. We shall see. But I do appreciate that they did put it in this extra packaging just in case it burst open. Make sure it was contained. Funnily enough, my husband and I are going on a trip soon, and my parents one time tried to bring back wine on one of their trips. They did buy wine skins, which my husband and I have always had really good luck with. My parents, not so much. One of their bottles broke in their suitcase, but luckily they had packed all of their clothes in like Ziploc bags, so they were okay. So these little suckers can do a lot. Okay, next up I am seeing a backwoods candle. It smells like cinnamon, kind of spicy. Let's see, do you say what you're supposed to? Oh, it's eggnog. Okay, so not too far off. But a nice little candle. My god, I have so many candles to light this fall. But maybe I'll light this when so I already have my office Christmas tree up. Maybe when I put one of the downstairs Christmas trees up, I'll light this so it'll feel really Christmassy. And yes, we have multiple Christmas trees downstairs. Okay, so next I am seeing an exfoliating foot mask. So smooths and softens intense hydration. So that'll be really good since like Colorado gets so dry. So it's coconut milk and verbena. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but definitely something different. I like that. I like that in tandem with the bubble bath. Okay, so I just said we're going on a trip. These hydrogel under eye patches, I am totally gonna throw these into my suitcase so I can use them like 20 minutes before we land so I don't look like absolute crap when I get off the plane. Oh, and so you can just discard and no need to rinse off after using these. These are gonna go in my suitcase. Okay, I think that is it for goodies, and then it looks like next up we've got my books that I picked. First up, we do have their cute little mushroom and leaf little bookmark. as well as like a little fallscape on the back end. And then I do have a signature plate for one of my books. I'm going to guess this has to be Claire G, which goes with The Perfect Fit by Claire Gilmore. So let's go ahead and see what this one promised. I do think this is an add-on because this feels like me trying to go out of my comfort zone. But again, let's see what this promised. Josephine Davis has spent her entire 20s building Revenant, a fashion brand headquartered in downtown Austin, Texas. When her biggest investor orders Josie to hire a consultant, the last person she expects to be working with is Will Grant, the twin brother of her ex-best friend. Sure, Will and Josie may have shared one mistake of a kiss during senior spring break 10 years ago, but they've never been friends. She remembers him as moody. He always thought of her as shallow. Romance isn't on the table for either of them, until they blink and realize there's a reason they can't stay away from each other. But there's Will's sister to consider, whom Josie hasn't spoken with since their falling out. Not to mention, Will and Josie live 1,500 miles apart. And it's not like she has time for a boyfriend anyway when she's an overworked CEO. As Josie's burnout looms while she falls deeper and harder for Will, she contends with the fact that eventually she'll have to make a choice: stay alone to be productive, or slow down to be in love. Okay, sounds good. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if I got the signature plate, this must mean that this was the first book. This is the first book that I picked, and then the other is the add-on. So that's interesting. That's an interesting choice for me. I'm surprised I did that. Look at me. Growth. But definitely sounds super cute. And this might also make it in my suitcase so I can read this on the plane. Okay, next up. So again, I am terrible with these boxes. I totally forget what I order. I was scrolling Instagram the other day and someone recommended a book that I took a screenshot of because I was like, oh, that sounds really good and I really want to read that. This was that book. So I guess past me and present me have the exact same taste because I was really excited by this person's post about this book. So let's go ahead and see why past me knew what was up and made a decision to order this as an add-on, or potentially this could have also been my book choice. Who knows? All right, so This Girl's a Killer by Emma C. Wells. Cordelia Black loves exactly 3 things: her chosen family, her hairdresser, worth every penny plus tip, and killing bad men. By day, she's an ambitious farmer rep with a flawless reputation and designer wardrobe. By night, she culls South Louisiana of unscrupulous men, monsters who think they've evaded justice, until they meet her. Sure, the evening news may have started throwing around phrases like serial killer, but Cordelia knows that's absurd. She's not a killer. She's simply karma, and being karma requires complete and utter control. But when Cordelia discovers a flaw in her perfectly designed system for eliminating monsters, pressure heightens. And it only intensifies when her best friend starts dating a man Cordelia isn't sure is a good person. Someone who might just unravel everything she has worked for. Soon enough, Cordelia has to come face to face with the choices she's made: the good, the bad, and the murderous. Both her family and her freedom depend on it. Okay, see, past me knew it was up. That sounds amazing. I mean, honestly, both of these books sound really great. This feels like definitely a good, like, Christmas time. Maybe not necessarily Christmas time, but like a feel-good book for the holiday season. This definitely going in my suitcase. Okay, so that was everything that was in the November Indulge Lit Love book box. So again, you get a book. I'm a sucker, so I always add on a second book. And I think it costs about, so this book box does come from Canada. So I think it was like 20 Canadian dollars, which works out to about 16 US dollars. And then we also had our bookmark. We had the under eye patches, the dark chocolate and sea salt popcorn, the exfoliating foot mask, the eggnog candle, our mango passion fruit bubble bath or shower gel, and then these that I'm so excited to use. Just because it's ridiculous. I mean, I recognize that I have teeny tiny hands, but look at this. Does this not look insane? but I love it. Okay, if you have any recommendations of other book boxes that I should check out that include a lovely mix of like home goods, personal care, as well as snacks, I would love to hear about your recommendations. Otherwise, thanks for watching this unboxing, and I hope you'll come back for another video.